Welcome back to our channel, the source for the latest news and fashion stories about Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Today we bring you intriguing news. Catherine is radiant in the most sought-after romantic outfits, while William can't stop gazing at her. Her closet is not a place to store clothes. It is a well-made artillery. Each iconic, romantic outfit is a carefully coded message of stability, strength, and everlasting love that is supposed to help the monarchy's future. What is the hidden message in the silks and sequins, the silent strategy behind the colors and hemlines, and how is it changing how people feel about the king and queen at their most trying time? Catherine's clothing illustrates the story of how a modern monarchy has survived, one gorgeous gown at a time. Modern Queen Blueprint. A piece of clothing is the first thing in every modern royal fairy tale. Catherine Middleton's wedding dress on April 29, 2011, was also the foundation for her future reign. Giving this historic project to Sarah Burton, the creative director of Alexander McQueen, was her first and maybe most significant strategic decision in public life. Lee Alexander McQueen was a brilliant, tragic British designer whose brand was noted for its cutting-edge art, mastery of technology, and rebellious, even wild edge. It was not something a royal couturier would usually do. It was more of a pledge that this new king would honor tradition without being bound by it. She would support the contemporary British genius, linking the past and the future. The clothes were a great example of symbolism. The 9-foot train made many think of royal weddings, especially Princess Diana's, and the majesty that a future queen should have. Compared to Diana's 25-foot train, its simplicity showed that the royals were more contemporary and in charge. The Royal School of Needlework carefully sewed lace onto the bodice and sleeves. It had the rose of England, the thistle of Scotland, the daffodil of Wales, and the shamrock of Northern Ireland. The union she wore was a powerful, implicit promise to the kingdoms she would serve as queen consort. Constitutional academics and historians of the royal family commended these prudent choices. This was not a normal bride. She was a political player who used the most powerful visual media. Some traditionalists believed the long lace sleeves were too flamboyant for the V neckline, which was a nod to Grace Kelly's elegant 1956 wedding dress. With its Hollywood sparkle and regal formality, it gave off an ambitious and friendly vibe. It was clear and instant that 2 billion people watched her get out of the Rolls-Royce at Westminster Abbey. Catherine was taking a stand, and she had already mastered the first and most important part of it, sartorial diplomacy. The Catherine effect happened because of the outfit. It sold out in hours and changed the House of Windsor for a generation. The silk and embroidery degree. Once she became a member of the royal family, the princess's clothes became a tool for statecraft. Her primary stage was royal visits and high-stakes diplomatic missions that looked like photo ops. The media in the host country looks at every color, fabric, and designer decision to see whether it is respectful or disrespectful. Catherine quickly learned how to play this hard game. Catherine looked amazing on her 2016 trip to India and Bhutan, which was full of colonial history and Princess Diana's famous trip. She donned a black and seafoam green suit by Temperley, London, to a garden party in New Delhi to celebrate Queen Elizabeth II's 90th birthday. The crop top and long skirt that went together were wonderful. The beautiful needlework was a public homage to India's cultural inheritance and reflected its rich textile history. A clear sign. People who follow Indian fashion praised her for wearing a modern style that was respectful of local tastes. This was different from what other dignitaries who had been to India had done, which was to make embarrassing cultural appropriations. She chose a British designer with Eastern-inspired designs to celebrate a cross-cultural conversation. This effectively changed the connection between the two countries from one of historical superiority to one of creative respect. This geopolitical expertise was on full display on the 2022 Caribbean trip to fix Commonwealth ties in Republican areas. She donned a floor-length fuchsia gown by The Vampire's Wife for an evening event at the Cajal Pech Mayan ruins in Belize. The choice was electric. The bright, happy color against the ancient stones created an image that will last forever of the present-day royal family mixing with history. The dress had a high neckline and flowing sleeves that were modest, yet the sequins and bright color made it seem confident and glamorous. Genius was in the little things. She paired the dress with a clutch handbag that had Maya embroidery on it to show respect for Belize's native culture. This small gift demonstrated that she cared about her and had done her homework. These choices should make you feel safe and happy. They show that a lot of thought and preparation went into them, letting the host country know that they are not just another stop on a schedule, but a real place to visit. Prince William values these moments with her. His wife's style gets a lot of attention from the press, but she also helps him with his diplomatic work by building bridges and goodwill. She has perfectly used her soft power to put the velvet glove on the iron fist of British foreign policy. Control the world. She has done overseas diplomacy and walked the red carpet with celebs. She must be chic enough for Hollywood A-listers, yet royal enough for state banquets and BAFTAs. She uses predominantly pink and crimson to demonstrate her strength and authority. Catherine wore an ombre pink and white Gucci gown to a 2019 100 Women in Finance gala. She picked an Italian designer, showing her worldwide fashion sensibility. The dress was romantic due to its light, multicolored fabric, yet its clean lines and fine fitting made it professional for the business meeting. She looked confident and comfortable in high finance and philanthropy with her raspberry-colored Prada purse and Oscar de la Renta shoes. Prince William beamed proudly at his wife, according to body language specialists. Her assurance made him more confident every time a camera flashed, reinforcing their power couple position. She learned to walk the red carpet early in her royal career. She looked lovely in a Jenny Packham light rose sequined gown at the 2011 ARK Gala, weeks after her wedding. One of her favorite evening wear designers is Packham. This was difficult for a bride who was becoming recognized worldwide. The dress had Hollywood shine, but she kept it royal with her beautiful style and minimal accessories, like a purse and LK Bennett shoes. Very significant appearance. She excelled in high-wattage settings that earlier royals had struggled with. Perhaps this dress trend peaked during the 2019 BAFTAs. Alexander McQueen designed her one-shoulder white wedding dress. Elegant flower embroidery flowed down the dress's bodice. Her bold, single-shoulder style showed her willingness to experiment. She walked in a movie-like garment with floating layers. She symbolized royal continuity, wearing Princess Diana's pearl and diamond earrings and Queen Elizabeth II's diamond bracelet. She displayed the monarchy's history, present, and future in one spectacular exhibition. As the Princess of Wales-to-be, the Duchess of Cambridge knew that dressing well conveyed authority on the international stage. Developing executive function. Catherine's outfits have changed as she has aged and focused on policy, notably her historic early childhood development programs. Along with fairy tale and diplomatic clothing, professional tailoring increases. A CEO, thought leader, and future queen would wear this to work. Her trouser suit is the finest sign of her metamorphosis. In June 2022, she met with government leaders and early childhood education specialists in a pale pink Alexander McQueen outfit. It looked like contemporary power dressing, with a tailored jacket and wide-leg pants. Its crisp, clear lines conveyed power and seriousness, yet the soft pink hue matched her compassionate, feminine image and work with youngsters. She was a convener with a goal, not a royal patron. This personalization strategy is psychologically sound. It makes her look equal to the politicians and academicians she works with. According to fashion historians, royal women's skirts and costumes have always signified their ceremonial duties. Catherine is gently breaking down these old boundaries by wearing the trouser suit, showing that her job is not only ceremonial, but also crucial to national discourse. Smart and skilled, her visual language complements the intellectual rigor of her endeavors. Even her feminine outfits back then are more serious. A 2016 mental health event included a Kate Spade pink pussy bow outfit. It was humorous to employ a famous American designer for a serious World Mental Health Day event. but it demonstrated the issue is universal. In 2020, she wore a heart-patterned Beulah London scarf to South Wales. This made her clothes warmer and more accessible, and highlighted her civic duty dedication. These clothes show a lady who has embraced her duty and knows how to go from soft and compassionate to crisp and businesslike. The wardrobe of a leader who has discovered her voice and uses all her tools to communicate. Red and white strength. Celebrity clothing may symbolize power, insurrection, and optimism. In her most difficult and victorious periods, the Princess of Wales wore blazing red and sorrowful white. The needle and thread Aurora gown included exquisite cherry red sequins and tulle. It showcased her brilliance at the kingdom's core. At the 2020 UK-Africa Investment Summit at Buckingham Palace, she debuted it. She was lovely and energetic. She conducted the Together at Christmas carol service on TV again in 2022. The gown exuded excitement, confidence, and celebration with its vibrant color, superb draping, and shimmering sequins. A powerful public figure fearlessly guiding the royal family into a new era wore it. Silence followed. The princess vanished following stomach surgery in January 2024. This sparked global curiosity, wild conspiracy theories, and royal family pressure. A very vulnerable video message broke the stillness on March 22nd. She informed us she had cancer and would have chemotherapy to avoid recurrence. Whole world held its breath. The king's sickness threatened the monarchy. No one realized she was improving for months. It had to be flawless when she returned. It needs strength without arrogance and optimism without deception. Trooping the Color, the king's June 2024 birthday procession, showed royal continuity. This one appearance stressed her beyond belief. Then she emerged. The White Vision sat in a carriage with her children. A white Jenny Packham dress with black ribbon around the neck and waist, and a Philip Tracy hat were her choices. The decision was brilliant. White, the color of serenity, cleanliness, and fresh beginnings, symbolized optimism, not new clothing. She donned the same outfit at the king's coronation last year. Small things mattered. Her simple message of continuity and perseverance showed that she returned to her original position. It was less flashy than a new couture item, reflecting how serious things were. Its crisp, beautiful lines brought serenity. She entered Buckingham Palace's white balcony, looking more than a princess in a lovely outfit. Despite personal pain, she was strong. People and media worldwide conveyed love, admiration, and relief. After 13 years and 1,000 garments, her image was strongest. Without celebrating, she utilized fashion to persuade her country and the world she and her institution would survive. Her most striking and crucial sartorial statement showed that the correct outfit at the right moment may express the most. Thank you for watching the video. What are the best outfits that you like the most? Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.